Shakamakab, everybody. Jackson Rawding, my good buddy from Canada, sent me, this is something that, wow, I've never done this before. It's kind of like a track by track, but really album against album. Because he wants me to put every Accept album versus every Helloween album, and they have the same amount of full-length albums. So, he sent it to me this morning, and I did a few errands, and then I got back home and I was like, and I was even thinking this while I was driving around going, man, there's some Accept albums I don't know too well. I've heard them, I heard them back in the day, and then I never listened to them again. The same thing with Helloween. There's a few albums like that, So when I got home, I made it a point to listen to these albums that I didn't know from these two bands too well. I only heard it once or twice back in the day, never heard it again, so I had to reacquaint myself with them. And I spent all day doing it. And it was fun doing, And here we go, Jackson. Let's start this with the first Accept album versus Walls of Jericho. Man, that first Accept album, one of my favorite album covers. I just love that chick with the big saw blade. And I love the album, It's not quite Accept yet, but it's still killer. Walls of Jericho is just flat out amazing. I'll never forget the first time I heard that song. Me and my buddies used to go party at a place called Pelican Harbor. And we're partying, and there was another car there, a bunch of people we didn't know, that were headbangers as well. And we became friendly, we were drinking with them and stuff. And then one of the dudes says to me, hey man, you ever heard of Helloween? And I was like, no. And he's like, check it out. So he put in the cassette of Walls of Jericho. It was brand new at the time. And my mind was blown. I need to get this, and I did. I went that weekend to Dan's. It was an import shop. They had Walls of Jericho there. Bought it. Love it. Still my favorite Helloween album, and that one wins. All right, next we got I'm a Rebel versus Keepers of the Seven Keys. I'm going with Keepers. It's a little, I love I'm a Rebel, but I got to go with Keepers. Next, we got Breaker versus Keepers 2. Breaker's even better. Now they're getting really, really good. But Keepers 2, man, please save us. And, Dr. Stein, those funny creatures. And also, man, Eagles Dare. The way that first song, Eagles Dare, ends with Kiski doing that vocal thing. Oh, one of the greatest endings in the history of metal, of a song. I got to go with Keepers 2 because of those songs alone. All right, next. Restless and Wild versus Pink Bubbles Go Ape. Now, I'm not a hater of Pink Bubbles Go Ape. Yes, it's a stupid title, stupid album cover, turned a lot of people off. I didn't hate it. I thought it was pretty good. Restless and Wild is hands down my favorite Accept album, and it clearly wins. All right? Then we got Balls to the Wall versus Chameleon. Come on, really? Please, leave a comment below if you would actually pick Chameleon. Is there anybody out there that would like Chameleon over Balls to the Wall? London Leather Boys, lose to the winners. Come on. All right, maybe some of you do. I don't. Balls to the Wall, hands down. All right, next. Metal Heart versus Master of the Rings. Now Helloween is back. Helloween's kicking ass, but I gotta go with Metal Heart, man. That album is so special to me. I saw them headline on that tour with Helix and Keel, and I saw them open up for Dio on the Balls to the Wall tour. But man, Metal Heart is awesome. I gotta go with Metal Heart. Next, Russian Roulette versus Time of the Oath. Again, another killer Helloween album, but I gotta go with Russian Roulette. I love that album. Flying High. Man, Monster Man. That album rips. TV War. Go with Russian. And I know that one is kind of like people lost interest. I didn't. I loved it. All right, next. After that, we got Eat the Heat versus Better Than Raw. Helloween. Eat the Heat is whatever, man. Better Than Raw is better. All right, next. Objection Overruled versus The Dark Ride. Objection Overruled is not bad. Uda's back and stuff, but no. I am going with The Dark Ride. I like it more. All right, now we're going into some albums I don't know well. I had to study. We got Death Row versus Rabbit Don't Come Easy. Rabbit Don't Come Easy I am aware of. But Death Row I wasn't. I listened to it today. Rabbit Comes Easy wins that. Then we got Predator, where this is probably the worst one. It only has one song I like on there, Crucified. That's the only song I like off that album. Versus Keeper of the Seven Key Legacy. I'm going to give it to that. All right, next. Blood of the Nations versus Gambling with the Devil. Gambling with the Devil's not bad. Pretty damn good, actually. But Blood of the Nations was, and still is, my favorite album of 2010. It was just, what a comeback album. Amazing, and it wins. First one with Mark. Then we got Stalingrad versus Seven Sinners. I'm going with Stalingrad. I think Stalingrad's pretty underrated. Gets a little overshadowed by Blood of the Nations, but I think it's pretty much as good. I think it's an awesome album. All right, next. Blind Rage versus Shaken, Straight Out of Hell. Blind Rage. Again, there's these albums are kicking ass with Mark. But I gotta say, I like Blood of the Nation and Stalingrad more than Blind Rage, but I still like Blind Rage. Enough to put it out Straight Out of Hell, which I had to listen to today to get reacquainted. Wasn't bad. All right, the next one, The Rise of Chaos versus My God-Given Right. I never heard My God-Given Right. That's the one Helloween album was like, no, I never heard this one. It definitely wins because The Rise of Chaos, I don't know. Now they're kind of dipping. It has like some okay songs and stuff, but it's nowhere near as good as the last three. All right, then we got Too Mean to Die versus Helloween. Now here's the thing. Too Mean to Die, it has like 3 songs I like off it. The Helloween album doesn't have not even one song I liked off it. Not one. And that's like great comeback album. Kai's there, Kiski, all these people, Andy Darris, they're all together. And it's not a good album. I don't think it's good. I thought To Mean to Die was better, and there's only like 2-3 songs I like off that one. So there you go, Jackson. That is the album by album, whatever you want to call it, discography versus discography. Great idea. You know, maybe one day in the future I'll look into bands that have the same amount of albums and do a battle on them. Or if anybody out there, you know, wants to donate for me to do one. Because this was fun. It was a lot of fun. Now, don't send no donations for me to do the discography of bands I hate, because that I will not sit through. You know, whatever. I can't, Slipknot or whatever, you know, crap. You know, I'm not going to do that. I'll send you your money back. But anyway, Jackson, this is the final score. And I thank you, buddy, for your donation. You know, you rock. You know, I love you. And I love you all, too, that are still watching right now. If you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring the little notification bell. Please like the video. Please leave comments about accepting Helloween. Because it's good for the YouTube algorithms if you do that. So thank you, everybody. Stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and Schmack 'em a gob.